Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for the two antique malls that we're in. We're in Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, and Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio. And today we are heading down to Maumee because we're going to change out our fall display into a Christmas display. Now this is going to take a couple weeks because this is a major doing, and this is probably one of the biggest selling seasons of the year that we need to focus on. And today it's beautiful out. It's 75 degrees. Who'd have thought that in Michigan this time of year? So the reason, like I said, we're doing it earlier is because I have a vintage market show upcoming, and I want to pull that Halloween and fall stuff out for that show and then put all the new Christmas stuff in there. So come along with us and see how we redo our booth display. So here we are again at Maumee Antique Mall, and we're going to start to change our display. So here's all the stuff that's going to go in today. Pretty scary. So, like I said, this is going to be more than a 1 week process. Christmas is a big event at the Antique Mall to change things around to I shop for it all year. So we have lots to do. We are here at our booth, and we are in row 7, and we're almost down at the end on the left-hand side. But we have a lot of work to do today. As you can see, I have a Halloween fall display going on right now, and all of this stuff, or most of it, has to be pulled out for the vintage market show, where the theme is more Halloween and fall decor. So I'm going to try to pull most of this out and try to get the Christmas stuff in to at least get started with it. This is going to be a couple week process because Christmas is always the biggest display that I do, and it takes a lot of time. So we pulled some of the Halloween stuff out, and I got a few things in there. Those, well, here's all the stuff that I pulled out, which is not a whole bunch really, but I do have some more Halloween decor at home that I'm going to be putting out. But those, the snowman and the Santa there, they're kind of like a popcorny plastic type of things. Those are really hot right now, and I sold every one of the Christmas ones that I had quite quickly, within like a couple of weeks. Those are really good if you can find them. I ran them between $20 and $30, and they have gone, like I said, like hotcakes. So always buy those if you see those. They seem to be in vogue right now. But we've put some of the Christmas in, and I didn't bring a lot of Christmas. I should have brought a lot more, actually, even though the cart seemed very full. But it doesn't seem, it's like a starting of it, but the booth doesn't look very festive yet. So we got a long way to go. But we will be back to put in more. Now I had to change the dress forms, and I forgot to bring my Christmas themed clothes. So what I did is I have a little area in the back there where I have all the clothing, and I just grabbed out red and green clothing and I put that out. So yes, it's not really Christmas sweaters or any of that kind of thing, but it's still got the same type of feeling and it matches the decor. So we left all the jewelry here, and next week we're going to do some maneuvering around with the jewelry because I have a big display with lots of little Christmas ornaments. But for now, we left the jewelry in its spot, and we just added the Christmas stuff in. Now, luckily, my decor previous to this was pretty neutral, so it wasn't a huge amount of work like it typically is. And there's all those things there that sell really well. And we have a little bit of Halloween left, and actually that shirt sold too. And I put lots of Christmas stuff in the case. I have a lot of those old plastic candy holders and a variety of really old ornaments that are a little bit more valuable, and I don't really like to leave those on the counter because they might tend to walk away if I put all that stuff out. So we'll keep them locked in the case and put out the more reasonably priced stuff. And like I said, I didn't bring my Christmas stuff, so I just put a green dress on my dress form in the back here. And here's all the other stuff in my booth, as you're seeing, and it didn't get straightened out as much as I wanted it to be because, like I said, I had an appointment. So I was only there probably around 3 hours, and I really need to come back and spend tons more time. And I did put the red in the front here. So we're heading to Maumee again to finish the Christmas display. Look at all the junk in my car. I actually went through the barn this weekend and tried to find more Christmas items, and buddy did I find them. So we're going to be there a long time today. I got the Christmas display started, but we definitely need to add more to it. So let's head on down there and go to it. So Maumee is about 45 minutes to an hour from my home, and we're heading back down there again to try to finish this Christmas display. And as the season goes on, I will be constantly adding more and more stuff. My barn is really full right now, and I got a ton of stuff that I need to pull out for the holidays. And I'm hoping to just have the really very, very old Christmas that I'm going to keep after the season, and I think I'm going to donate the rest, whatever doesn't sell. So I'm changing things around a bit and not having so much seasonal stuff, just having the cream of the crop type of things. So that's what we're going to do for the future. And we're back at our booth, and this is all the stuff that's going in. And I had the show, so I had those Native American plastic popcorn things I'm going to be putting back in. And I have a few of the costumes that didn't sell at the last show. Now I moved my earring racks to the one side. I usually put one on each side, but I put them both on the same side. So here we go. We're starting to get some of the Christmas stuff in. I pulled out some of the Afghans and a couple of the tables. I don't know if I'm going to have room to put these back in. For sure not the bench, but maybe the blue table I'll be able to get back in. But it's starting to look much more festive than it was the previous week. It's starting to look like Christmas. And you could see all those plastic things that I had spoken about previous are already all sold. So that was great to get those already sold so fast. So definitely a hot commodity this year. Things change every year, what people want. Now here is my jewelry, my 3-tiered like plate jewelry things for pins. And I'm going to put all these Christmas pins. I got a little area for them right there. And they were on the other side of the booth, but I put them on this side because I didn't want the rack by all the ornaments there, because the ornaments tend to be disheveled all the time, and I didn't want that and the earrings to be disheveled all together. So we got all the earrings together on the other side, which is not how I typically like to do things, but for this display, I think it'll work. What I'm going to do on this side of the earring display is I'm going to pull a lot of these earrings out, and I'm going to put all kinds of Christmas jewelry here also. And actually, I've sold probably already a third of this that I put out today of the jewelry. The jewelry is really going well this year for Christmas and that type of thing. So I usually try to do one whole side of the rack with the Christmas jewelry so it's all together, so it's easy for people to find it. So we got a little bit of a tangledness there. We're going to have to pull that back out and fix it. Sometimes that happens on just the ride over. I don't know how jewelry gets tangled so easy. You can literally lay it down right next to each other and then go to your next spot an hour away and it's all tangled. And I don't know how that happens, but it just does. So here's all the jewelry hanging on the rack there. That looks pretty nice. We got that all accomplished. And here's a nice overview of the front, and it is looking festive here. And I did forget some of my Christmas clothing. I did remember an elf costume. So that blow mold sold already. And lots more sold, but these are the bigger things I wanted to put sold things on so you can kind of see what we've already gotten rid of. So not everything, obviously, is going to be done. There'd be little sold stickers everywhere if we did that. All of those blow molds sold. And those were pieces for a manger scene. And numerous ornaments sold. They were really digging in that. In fact, I was there today, and what a mess. They have had that whole area all disheveled. They've been buying so much. That green coat sold. And here's our case with more Christmas items in throughout with the jewelry. And here's our green fall color area, yellow and brown area, and oranges. I kind of left the colors how they were at this point. And here's our toy area. And I just sold a couple Barbies there at the top. I bought a whole collection of them on a sale, and I finally am getting down to the last about 10 of those, which is great. And that's our purple and black area there. And here's our clothing section and the blue area. I did try to put a little bit of Christmas in every shelf. I sold that weather vane up there. And I sold that Halloween pumpkin outfit. So even though it went to a show and came back, it still did sell. So I was glad I put it back out in the mall. And in the back here we have lots of purses. And I sold a lot of purses too this last week. They're really hot right now. I think people have a lot of holiday parties that they're going to be going to. Oh, that mirror don't belong there. I don't know how that got stuck there. We'll have to put that in another spot. And down here I sold that little wooden Santa and that snowman. And I sold lots of DVDs. Those are just some from my own collection. I only have $1 on them. We're just trying to get rid of them. We're selling them at garage sale prices. So here's the front of the display again. It's looking quite nice, but very, very crowded. But we have lots of little things this time of year to put out. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye. And we'll see you again. Bye, everybody, and Merry Christmas.